Hello everyone out there. I have unwittingly fallen back into the story. I was searching for chests and doing like little side stuff just to get like little rewards that had nothing to do with story or anything like that. Just wanted to double check because I did find some chests and little investigation spots that I guess I had missed or they had opened up because we're progressing farther into the story. And I was like, oh, I'll go into Natasha's clinic and double check and make sure there's nothing else that showed up there. I'll go into the back into the fighting ring to see if there's something I missed in there. Went back to Bellabog admin area or whatever, and I had found some other collectibles there that had shown up. And I was like, oh. And I think even in one place I found like a full-on chest that I just like apparently had missed or hadn't shown up because it was locked behind story. And so I was just, you know, trying to do that stuff. And then I looked at my map and I was like, oh, this is another area that I haven't gone in. I know there's achievements that have to do with it, and I completely forgot that, like, technically it's part of the story to go to this hotel. It completely, like, did not cross my mind, or, like, flew over my head, or whatever euphemism thing. But anyways, so I tried to like just run straight into the door, and I was stopped here by Ço̗ᗯᗯ, who is asking if we're Oleg's guests, and welcome to the Goeth Grand Hotel. A few hundred years ago, it's a branch of this hotel. That's true. Here's the key. The most spacious guest room. Here, I'm gonna do this. Let's see. This nice to us. I don't know what I got an achievement for, but I got an achievement. I don't think any of these food. Basically everything. Rat jelly? Jesus. Yeah, we'll just... Is it gonna pop me? Is it gonna let me actually... Okay. Cheap room. Collect. Investigate. Paper pens and a pot of black ink. 30. You vaguely remember having this experience before when you were sitting in the back seat of a hover taxi flying from one place in the city to another. Does not offer even the most cursory of greetings, but as you open the door to climb out, he suddenly says, "Please give me a Oh my god, this is talking about fucking, like Lyft reviews. Or whatever the other one, Uber reviews. Take pity on a test with a score of 49 and change it to a 50 for a pass. Good reviews are earned, not handed out. You look around the sheep room, you hear the walls wailing and see the cupboard trembling, and now... Your guess, please rate how comfortable the bed is in your hotel room. I mean, obviously I'm not like there, so I don't actually know what it's supposed to be, but honestly, I've been in some cheap hotels where their bed, at least for me, was like super comfy, like better than my bed at home. So... And it's two things. Please rate the tea provided in your hotel room. I'll say neutral. Please rate lighting. Honestly, considering that we're underground and like the whole like Final Fantasy VII vibe of the place with this like steampunk junker aesthetic, I think I'd be fine with it, honestly. Retro architecture. A comment. Coming up with an original content is always a headache. It's better to make it a multiple choice question. You can write nothing or say, "I'm very happy with the excellent service. Thank you. It was an average experience. I probably won't come back." Or, "May I suggest you buy some memory foam pillows and velvet quilts? They probably don't have memory foam pillows. I would assume they're using like down or something. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm easy to please. If possible, leave your name so we can notify you when we have discounts. Your friendly neighborhood nameless. Heisenberg? Or Hush. Oh wait, does this one have oh, is this an achievement? I need to look real quick. Well, write the review after doing the main mission. In neutral manner or use the impossible phrases. It doesn't really matter. And then say my name. Submit the review to Gertie to do the thing and do it. Natural. I got the natural one. So for the praise thing is all I would be doing this. I guess it doesn't... I want to know... I already got the achievement, technically. I'm gonna put Hush. I'm boring. I do appreciate the reference though. Signature, hush. You're writing very satisfied. Neutral, very satisfied. I regret everything. Let's fill out another card. Now I'm done. Service evaluation. Okay. So I'll give it to ÇŌĆÖ here in a second. So there's nothing else in here, right? A lot of really pretty pictures. Look at that bird. Oh, you can hear people flushing. It didn't give me... It didn't give me an option to rate, like, sound, really. Anyways. So we come out of here, talk to ÇŌĆÖ. Fill this out. Okay. Got the praise. Yeah, let's go ahead and do rest. No comment. I'm gonna think optimistically. Yeah, it's a very appearances can be deceiving kind of person. Are we space cowboys now? Yes. We kind of are. March looks the most awake. We'll leave it to me. Why not? Oh. Ooh, Bronya. It wasn't the friendliest conversation. We didn't see eye to eye on everything. I've come to know a great deal in this short time. I doubt I'll be able to fall asleep tonight. Have a lot to make amends for down there. Okay, so she's at least accepting it a little bit, even if it's hard for her to hear and she doesn't agree with some of it. At least she's like kind of accepting little by little. Okay. That's nice. Alright, we're in our cheap room. That's... Although, this said that it was supposed to be spacious. It's not the biggest room for 3 people, but... it is what it is. Oh, the bed isn't very soft. The room feels more homey. Da-da-da.
あの子を失ってしまった。私の願望も貴様らが言う計画も何の意味がある。黙りなさい。私の娘だったのにたった一人も。 血のない貴様らに何がわかる？永遠にわからないわ。永遠に。そなたは彼女を失っていない。彼女は向こう側でそなたを待っている。新世界。
It's manipulating her. It's been like, well, I know that, but like it's manipulating her into believing that Bronya's like dead so that she'll give up everything. Okay, so that's weird. Oh, also, oh well, hold on. It's just me. I can't sleep unless I've worked for 8 hours, which that's too real of an answer for work culture today. I don't like that that's in a video game. I'm worried about the future a little. I've been having nightmares. I think I'm gonna be honest. This source of the disaster / Stellaron you speak of, if you were to find it, how sure are you that you could stop the eternal freeze? 100%. I don't know. You'd better ask Don Hung. I still need to get used to saying his name correctly. I looked up like guides for it, and it is like Dan, but it's like a very short A sound. Dan, and then Hung, which is like the E makes a sound. So Dan Hung, which is hard for my mouth because I have a little bit of a lisp. Dan Hung. I think this would be the most straightforward answer because obviously I 100% don't know. I just woke up not that long ago. I'm still trying to figure crap out. So I don't know would also kind of imply that, but I think saying you'd better ask Dan would also imply that I don't know, and that if you do want to know more, Dan would be better to ask. Is he your leader? I feel he possesses a great stillness of mind in everything he does. I like that, yeah. It was difficult for me to believe you. Some of the words you use are too alien for those that have lived in the bog. Why didn't she shoot straight away? She's hiding something. It's not for soldiers to question this. Actually, I am of the opinion that it's better to be it's a better sign that if you can criticize your superiors in some way, then have no say at all. Like you should still be able to like be like, hey, like when it's appropriate, like this is fucked up. We need to change stuff, etc. Like that's important to like a society, to a system, because as this thing says, only a fool follows orders blindly. An unquestionable following of stuff is so dangerous, because especially with human nature, which is so sort of like power hungry, being able to criticize and question and compromise, or like work things out, or be able to talk about things, or like in any form of communication in that way, is super important for keeping power in check. It's why in a lot of like authoritarian rules, a lot of the first things that end up like going is freedom of speeches and freedom of press and the freedom to protest and all of that kind of stuff. Because if you can shut down that stuff and shut down protesting and people talking about stuff, or people questioning stuff, or news and journal, you know, sharing facts, like if you can shut down that kind of like information, then you control it, and that's a form of power to then implement even further authoritarian rule over a mass of people. So being able to speak about all of that stuff is super important. I do agree that there are still some limits for when you're speaking out of turn, as far as like hate speech obviously has no place in a civil conversation for the betterment of humanity, like straight up hate speech and you know, that kind of really harsh talking that crosses that line, or things of a false nature just being shared, or the manipulation of people, like those have no place, which is why fact checking is so important. And you hopefully have very good journalists with integrity to really do that stuff, and have it from multiple sources, so that it's harder for like a group of fact checkers to let that stuff slide by. Because if you have, you know, 8 or 9 fact checkers saying that this thing is true, but you hear one that says that it's not, you can be like, okay, well, I don't have to listen to this one fact checker that is wrong and make my whole life around it. Like, there's several other instances that have other sources or other stuff to cite, or whatever, to back up what they're saying. But anyways, so yeah, I'm glad that she's sort of like taking things in stride as far as like this game stuff goes. Got a little too real there for a second, I think. I'm glad she's like taking this in stride stuff, and she's questioning things, but she still is a soldier, so I think she's trying to like figure out how to break out of that. You know, it's not for soldiers to question superiors' mentality, because she's in a completely different situation where she has to think as an individual human being with rights. And morality has to now come into play. Something she doesn't have a really good perspective on, but the sense of duty to carry out an order is bound to prevail with me. In the past, Overlord's soldiers on the front line would lose their lives. Fragmentum's advance were unaffected.
上と下を往来する道を封鎖し、供給と治水の交換を行う道だけを残した。そして私も
Approve
その
that.
決定を受け入れた。まさかシルバーメインを失った下層部がこれほどまでに苛烈な環境になるなんて。お母様の判断は間違っていたのかもしれない。
Perhaps. I'm pretty sure she was wrong.
でも私ではあの方の考えを変えることができないの。過去に進言もしたけど聞き入れてもらえなかった。もうどうしたらいいのか私にはわからない。
Okay, so she's been trying as well. We'll help you. You should become the Supreme Guardian. That's a little forward, I think. We'll do this. Say we'll help you. I like that option.
私と一緒に守護者様を説得する気？でもお母様はそう簡単に考えを変える方じゃない。それは私が誰よりも知っている。考えれば考えるほど迷走してしまう。進むべき道がわからなくなるの。私はただベロブルグの民に良い暮らしを送らせてあげたいだけなのに。
The world is more complicated than you think. Let's work together. Maybe we can make a change, or can't save the world alone. While this is a true sentiment, I don't think this really helps in this situation. I would say either of these two. Technically, I'd probably say both of these two, but I think this one would be kind of a little kinder, because it's that working together kind of mentality, trying to offer like a solution, and that I'm here to help, extending a hand.
あなたの言う通りかもしれない。私ももう少し考えてみる。
More time to think. That's fair. That's a lot to take in.
ねえ、散
Walk
歩に
with
付
me.
き合って
Let's
くれる？
forget our problem.
仮想部を歩いてみたいの。今はしばらくこの悩みを忘れたい。
We're gonna become friends! Hell yeah! Okay, so we just go on a little night walk.
こうやって歩くのはいつ
Oh, I don't have my character out.
まさか知り合って間もない人と慣れない街を歩くことになるなんて。ここは静かすぎて
Look quiet here.
少し落ち着かない。
They are in your head. Here, hold on. I'm gonna let's see. Add.
周りが静
Here we
か
go.
だと頭の中の騒音が大航空の流浪者たちが罪のない採掘者たちを襲ったのもきっとやむを得ず仕方のないことだったんだと思う。ただ理由はどうあれ悪事に手を染めたことは事実。
What's to find a balance between justice and compassion? That is a good question. Bronya? Oh, I'm walking faster. Silly.
見に行きましょう。
Mm.
かった。リベットタウンまで行って物資を取ってくる。
I'm gonna Rivet town and bring them back. Oh, so there's some supplies that Natasha needs.
でも一人じゃ危ないわ。オレグに行って誰か人をよこしてもらったら。
おじさんたちだって何日も寝てないんだし、休ませてあげないと。それに無理してついてこられても足手まといになる。
あ
あんたも言ったでしょ、ひどい怪我を負った甲府がいるって。今は一
Lives are on
刻
the
を争
line.
う事態だから。
Is there trouble? Sounds like we are.
なんで休んでないの？てか、こんな時間に何してんのよ。まさか、や
Up
まし
to
い
no
ことでも
good
企んでるんじゃないでしょうね。
No.
眠れないから散歩していただけ。証拠もないのに決めつけるのはやめてくれる？
あっそ。じゃあ、あっちに行って。
Mm.
待
Well,
って
Hassan.
この人たちなら君の力になってくれるかも
We
しれ
can
ない。
totally help. What we're always here for. We're not helping anyone. We'll help with anything. Always willing to help. Miss Natasha.
さあ、前々から主人公オーラを感じていたのは
Like the protagonist in your own story. I mean, yeah.
実は前の航空事件で負傷者がたくさん出てしまったの。それで診療所は常に満員状態。君たちが騒ぎを収めた後、君たちも知っての通り、地下の資源は豊富じゃない。
Add on the sudden nature of the incident. It's just need to acquire more somehow.
調達しないといけないの。
A good sample to acquire some. I'm gonna say that they're probably gonna say no because he's caused such an issue lately that it's a little probably hard for him to go and. Ooh. That was a loud strike of thunder just now outside. Got a storm rolling in. Yeah, so I don't think Sunpo would be able to. This is like a pretty good question to ask if there's other little townships. And other, okay, so there are other towns, but more vagrants in the mines.
劣界に飲まれてしまった。その中から何かを取り出そうとすれば、興奮しすぎよゼーレ。体に良くないわ。
That's fair. I love Natasha. She's very soft-spoken, but she looks like she'd how to put this delicately. She looks like she'd be into things. Stealing, I actually aren't from here. Not from the north. Orphanage and clinic. To go. How come you catch on this quick? I'll help too. Alright, what's the plan? I like that one. Well, but you look quite tired.
人命に関わることなら人手が多いに越したことはないと思うけど、私も劣界には入ったことがあるし、きっと役に立つと思う。
じゃあ足手まといにならないでよ。
Celia's lack of outright rejection means she's approved.
大勢で言ってくれるのなら私も安心できる。じゃあ必要な物資をリストアップしてあげるから待ってて。 行き先はリベットタウンよ。北の
Rivet
山道を沿
Town.
って行けばすぐ見えてくるわ。まずはそうね。骨を固定する
Metal plates, bandages.
リベットタウンの中心部に市場があるんだけど、住民たちが避難するとき、次は医療用アルコール。これは孤児院にたくさんあるわ。子供たちがしょっちゅう喧嘩してたからね。避難するときにそのままにしてきたから
Hope it's still intact.
最後は鎮痛剤。古い実験室に在庫があるはずよ。懸念点はモンスターに破壊されていないかどうかね。これらがあればひとまず十分だわ。ただくれぐれも気を。
後半と包帯、医療用アルコールに鎮痛剤ね。覚えたわ。夕方までには帰って来られるようにしましょう。怪我人たちの治療が終われば、やっと私も患者たちの悲鳴地獄から解放されるわ。私たちがここに来てなかったら、本当に一人で劣界に入るつもりだったの？そうだけど、何よ大げさね。とっくに慣れてるから平気よ。あまりに無謀。シルバーメインの軍機では劣界の調査は4人1組で行うことになってる。その上、
That's all a
専門の通信
communications
官を
officer.
同行させる必要もある。はあ？何言ってるの？今あんたも言ったじゃない。それはシルバーメインの軍機なんでしょ？それを私に押し付けないでちょうだい。
Interesting. Alright, Natasha.
君たちが来てくれなかったら、税理こういったことを処理するのは初めてじゃないと知っていても、これまであの子の成長を見届けてきたんだもの。この先もずっと無事であってほしい。
A little bit older than.
昔から意地っ張りで衝動的で、知らない人からするとしかでも背中を託せるいい子よ。しばらく
Take care of that. Let's just see what this stuff is. Unlock recipe for this. Peace. I don't need to synthesize anything right now though, so we're just gonna do this. Do this. Oh, right. I did the little check-in thing earlier. Okay. Alright, so we can set out... Where's it wanting us to go? Question. Navigate. Oh, okay. Up this way. I'm sure there's NPCs and stuff that I could talk to like... that I could, talk to get more stuff, but... So Sele was also from here. I'm assuming since Natasha said that she grew up before her, that she maybe lived with at Natasha's thing. Go here. It's like this area, this area. Oh, also, let's see, how many? 9 chests, 8 and a trotter. Oh, and there's a 4. 1 and 2. Okay, so it looks like the Great Mine area, Boulder Town. Looks like there's another thing that's gonna be over here, probably, and then maybe the furnace itself. And then here, we'll probably have a thing where we go back into here, within this area. If I had to guess from the map. Okay. There's a thing there. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna get here. I'm excited. Oh, let's get a nice little overview of the place. Let's see. Oh, Natasha had a nice orphanage. I'd like to retire here. I don't know about that. Impressive, though. That's good. Bronya's gonna get, like, probably first-hand view of all of the little things here that were taken over by the fragmentum that destroyed these people's lives. This place seems familiar somehow. I wonder if she's been down here in the past before. Physical. I didn't even look to see. So, also I forgot to address this whenever I first started this video because we kind of hopped into things. So in between the thing, I did like a little, fight thingy where I was like, getting chests stuff and just kind of doing like little side things, and I got enough stuff to get a single pass, and I was like, oh, what the heck, I'll probably get another blue because I kept getting blue after blue after blue. Turns out, that one roll popped a gold, and I didn't even get around to like recording it. And I got Ç. So she joined my team. I put her on this one, and then I had instead of MC, I had Bronya. And kind of, or not Bronya, I had Serval there. Well, I started with Bronya, switched it to Serval for a different thing, different fighting thing. And then, yeah, but originally the first team that I made was this one. To have Ç and Bronya on the same team together. Just to test her out, see what she could kind of do. I really like her. It's single target for the most part, which is kind of I don't know. I have a lot of single target characters, which is kind of annoying. But the part that like looks weird to me is that her attack, she like turns her body, like her what is that? Her left arm when she strikes is like all the way on the right side of her body, like she's just so far turned, like from the back especially. It looks really bad. Her like shoulder gets squished and she's like completely turned around. Like her I'm facing forward, but her chest turns all the way to face the camera. And it looks kind of weird. It's like a little too, what's the word? It's too twisty. So, that's something that I'm just kind of meh about with the animation. Let's see. I love that Bronya just shoots things. Just everybody's hitting stuff and then she just lifts up and goes pop. Which is really funny. Or snot. Okay, air. Oh, no. I don't want to use up too much, but I think... Take by surprise. Okay, so there's this one. We're gonna do... Single target. Do this. That looks really cool. Again, just cleaning up with her gun. That's just so funny to me. Okay. Treasure chest. Gotta make sure we get all these little nooks and crannies. Go up here for a second. Here, collect this. Collect this. So we're gonna have to do that at some point. Trying to keep an eye out for sparkly things because I don't know if this is gonna have like investigation points or anything. That gives stuff. That looks, that's a... Gonna have like some kind of mechanism. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Intercombat with attacks of corresponding types for 100 times. Okay. Do that. Okay. I'm gonna use Bronya's thing, and I'm gonna stealth in a little closer. Let's see. Probably should have done the little bird thing, but let's do big AoE since there's a lot of stuff, and we'll do single target hit. We're just gonna shoot them with a gun and single target. Oh, there's another thing. I've ran so far away. You can't see me. Ooh, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that was a very loud, very loud. Let's see, we're gonna do this. Very loud thunder outside. Oh, this is not... Oh, it didn't see me, so I could change. That's good. Oh, that's wild. Hopefully my power doesn't go out in the middle of recording, because that would fucking suck. Let's do this one. And bam. Ooh. Yeah. Red. Okay. Someone else is here. I wonder if it's gonna be Sampo. We haven't seen him for a while, and he always like pops up out of nowhere. Let's see. I don't need healing right now, so I'm gonna wait.